The story of electricity in Australia begins in 1863, when a single standalone arc lamp was installed on Sydney's Observatory Hill. The Sydney General Post Office became the first public building to be illuminated by electricity. The Victorian Electricity Light Company was formed to light Melbourne's Eastern Market and Athenaeum Hall. The first street lighting was installed in the small Tasmanian town of Waratah. The technology soon became available to the public at large when Tamworth switched on electric street lighting for the first time. Australia's first domestic refrigerator was installed in the South Australian town of Urbray. The first of Melbourne's iconic tramways was unveiled, ferrying commuters between Box Hill and Doncaster. Shortly after, Melbourne became the first major Australian city to receive electric street lighting, followed by Sydney. Hydroelectric power was first utilised in Tasmania, where the Wanamama Hydroelectric Power Station provided power to the city of Hobart. Brisbane became the next capital city to install electric street lighting. Construction is authorised for the 50 megawatt brown coal-fired power station at Yallourn, Victoria, following a significant investment in public infrastructure, which included the relocation of Federal Parliament to Canberra in 1927 and the completion of the Sydney Harbour Bridge in 1932. The next major milestone was the establishment of the Snowy Mountains Hydroelectric Scheme. The scheme consolidated small and self-contained local and regional power grids into a statewide network. Melbourne enjoyed the global spotlight in 1956 when it hosted the Olympic Games, while another engineering marvel, the Sydney Opera House, opened in 1973. 20 years later, Australia's first commercial wind farm was constructed in Western Australia. Australian energy market was privatised, with the eventual establishment of the National Electricity Market. Australia was back on display in 2000, when Sydney took its turn at hosting the Olympic Games. The wholesale electricity market commenced operation. AEMO was established to operate the National Electricity Market. The Macarthur Wind Farm opened, becoming the largest wind farm in the Southern Hemisphere. AEMO was given the responsibility of operating the wholesale electricity market in Western Australia. 164 years after Australia first witnessed the glow of electric lighting, the world's largest lithium-ion battery was constructed in South Australia. Whatever the future holds, AEMO's vision is to provide energy security for all Australians.